A J-Mix exclusive.
Hello all, it's J-Mix here. Sending a shout out to all my YouTube subs and viewers, and a special thank you for helping me reach the milestone of 1 million YouTube page views. I couldn't have done it without subs and viewers like you. So as long as you're out there listening, I've got much more content to come. So without any further ado, here's the second part of the video interview with Tupac's brother and Thug Life founder, Mopreme Shakur. One love, everybody.
I was in I was in LA. I was what was we working on? I stayed in LA to work on the Thug Life album. Pac went to New York to shoot Above the Rim. And we had all this work it had to get done. So I oversaw the Thug Life album. He went and did the movie. You know, he was hanging with certain unsavory characters back there in New York. Not that all New Yorkers is bad, but them dudes is bad business. And that happened as well as the rape case.
Absolutely.
So you was asking me what happened between and Death Row. All of this was going on in between.
Did Pac rape that girl?
Hell no. Hell no. Pac did not have to rape any woman. It's really a trip. My brother was a sex symbol.
That's right.
He was a sex symbol. So, I mean, out of the 3 or 4 people in the room, who would be more likely to rape somebody? You dig? Not Machiavelli the Don. So, but, he sucked it up. He did that. Went to the pen, He did that.
So he was convicted of a rape.
I think they used some other term, sexual something. It wasn't rape, but it was a rape type of charge.
Where is she now?
Who knows?
So she just disappeared.
It's the show is funny. Nah, Simon been trying to get. He had been trying to get with Pac because Pac was signed to Interscope, and Suge was in the Interscope building because Death Row was right across the hall. So ever since Keep Your Head Up, they had been chopping it up, and then I believe Death Row was over the soundtrack for Above the Rim, and Suge paid Pac nicely for it, and Pac didn't forget it. So by the time all this stuff started going down, he was between a rock and a hard place, and at that point, Pac and Suge was cool. There was no problem. We knew the reputation of the Row. We knew the reputation of all these dudes, but this Thug Life, this was us. This was Machiavelli Don. We ain't had no fear. And we didn't want to fall into the trap of not trusting a black man and doing business with our own because of what the media talking about. We took that chance for us. You know what I mean? Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. They both had, it's like 2 big corporations coming together. They both had assets to give to each other. They could have made a lot more money together. It's a crying shame, as my daddy say. Crying shame.
Did Pac love Suge like friends? Was that his boy? Did Suge love Pac?
At first it was all good. Pac had just got out of jail. He decided to roll with Death Row. We was thinking positive. We did All Eyes on Me at Can-Am. It was all laughing and drinking. All his buddies coming through hollering at him, because he just got out of jail. We went to Mexico. We was balling. Things was good for a while. But slowly, I was more quiet than my brother, so I was observing different things that he wasn't. And then, I bring it to his attention. I'm like, yo, Pac, whoop-de-whoop. He said, I love you for that, Mo, but I got to do this, whoop. Because he's a loyal dude, He's looking at it, dude These cats put up $1.2 million to get me out, and I'm a ride for him, and that's typical Pac. You know, he's loyal. So that's how we ended up over there.
Wow.
I think Pac did trust Simon at first. I think Pac only had good intentions for them dudes. It's, you know, it's upsetting. It angers me because as black people, at the end of the day, you know, we represent. For black people, it would have been a beautiful thing for it to flourish even more, but because of greed, mainly, you know, somebody put the hit down. You know, I don't think it was random. I don't think Orlando Anderson was the key person to push buttons. I think he's the Jack Ruby of the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Everybody was at first. I didn't feel nothing from nobody at first. I mean, especially Snoop. Snoop and Pac came up together. You know, Thug Life and Dog Pound, we like came up together. You know, Murder Was the Case and I Get Around was the same time we would see each other at traffic. Yeah, you know what I mean? Keep it moving. That might have changed over time because that group of people hadn't been around Pac like we had. So they didn't know how Pac is as a celebrity, as a star. To actually deal with him requires more attention, more time, because he's Pac. Now, you know, a few other people around might not have been used to that, but that's the way it is. You know, that was the way it was. Either like it or get ghost.
No love lost.
No love lost, you know. But, you know, Pac feel he should have certain things. Like you said, Pac was bringing something to Death Row, too. You know, certain things that they didn't have. So, you know, it is what it is. During that time, I think Death Row was good for Pac in the first few months. Pac was only at Death Row for like 9 months out of his whole career. Yeah, people, you would think that he was there longer, but he was only there like 9 months, you know. So for those first few months, when he first got out of jail, it was good.
Wow.
I'll leave it at that.
Wow.
A J Mix exclusive.
What up, shut up.